So I believe everyone already received my email. Alright, so in this workshop, we actually encourage you guys to turn on your camera also for us to see the activity that you are doing. And second thing, before we start, I would like to
I'm having trouble with my microphone.
yes, right now better.
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's okay, Aida. Right now it's better. Okay, you can mute yourself first. Okay.
I'm having trouble with my microphone.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes,
Okay, no worries, Aida. Okay, that one is no worries. So you can chat anything inside the chat, yeah? Alright. So for this turn workshop, the first thing I would like to tell you about the to ask question in Padlet but not in chat. So one of my colleague will answer your question. So I will share the Padlet link inside the chat. Okay, please go to this link. Okay, if everyone already go to this link, please say hi inside the Padlet so that we know everyone already in the Padlet. Okay, is it okay for you? Is it clear? Yeah, I already sent in the chat. Hello, okay, I can see. Okay, hi, okay, two more. Oh, okay. Hi, two more. Okay, it's okay, Srijan. I send again. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm waiting for two more students to say hi. Okay, so I think everyone already in the Padlet. Okay, I hope so. Okay, so next thing, the second thing, please handle the component carefully. Alright, because it's really fragile and it's actually and it's also expensive. Okay. Third thing, I would like to tell you guys, if you guys want a certificate, please answer the post surveys and make sure you guys tag photo the activity that you have done. Okay. And also at the end of today's session, we would like to take photo together. All right. No worries. In this workshop, you guys can mute your mic and ask directly question also can. This one is no problem. But the best one, if you guys put in the Padlet, so that we know the problem that we will face after this to use for another student. Okay. And the last but not least, don't forget to take some photo and video. And yes, let's all do our best to build our drone today. Okay. So everyone ready? If ready, say yes. Everyone ready? Okay, yes. Okay. The others too? Aida? I actually would like to know, Aida, is it you are able to get your drone? Aida? Are you able to get your drone? Aida, you can hear me, right? So if you can hear, maybe you can just write anything in the chat. It's okay if you might have a problem, no worries. Okay, that one is okay. So I hope everyone ready. So right now I will first of all, before we start, I would like to introduce our trainers, Mr. Kevin, and also we have June. So June will answer your question. Maybe Kevin can say hi first.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yep, make sure you can hear Kevin, yeah? Can hi to Kevin. All right, great. How about June? Maybe you can say hi.
Hello. Hi everyone.
All right, okay, great. So I will stop share right now and I would like to pass to Kevin.
All right. Hi everyone. Okay. There should be actually two screens. One is actually right here. which has no sound. Another one which is here. Okay, so I'm very excited to be able to meet you guys, especially for this kind of drone session. So, okay, keep in mind that this is actually a very advanced session, so be proud of it, okay? And if you have any questions, do not be shy. Let us know any questions possible. And okay, just a quick note, if we cannot finish the session in time, right, it's okay, all right? All the steps is properly listed in the slideshows already. And at the same time, I should be able to assist you further on this one. Okay, so we shouldn't have much issues. Okay, all right.
Okay.
So now,
Can we,
uh,
oh,
hello?
sorry, stop you. Maybe we can, okay, let me show them the video first.
Yeah,
Okay?
all right. We will
Right.
proceed with the video first. Okay, there's a very cool clip for you guys to see.
Okay, maybe you guys can have a big picture of this program. Okay, wait, yeah, let me share my screen first. Okay. Give me a moment. Screen. Everyone can see? Everyone can see the video? It's a blank. Okay. Can you hear the sound?
No.
No. Okay. Wait, ah. Right. Okay. So right now, I think I can pass to Kevin to start.
Hi.
We cannot hear you. Cannot also. Cannot also, Kevin. We cannot hear you. Maybe your setting part, you go to the mic, go to the arrow one, and then change your microphone.
Okay, how about now? Very clear, right?
Right. I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for actually having spent some time to actually look at the video. So that what it's all about is actually for you to design, learn how to build a drone, and slowly will progress to a competition. Okay, so okay, now I would like to straight away go to your slides. Okay, I will share my screen and I will teach you some basic theory on how a drone actually works, and I will straight away move on to how to build a drone. Now, before I start, I would like to ask, so far, have anyone already progressed to fixing the board onto the frames already? Can you give me a reply on the chat? Has anyone progressed to the fixing the board? Okay, nice. Nice, great work, Hang Yi. Okay, so let me share my screen, okay? Now, can you guys see my screen? Okay. Okay, so now, welcome to Learn How to Build Your Drone 101, the first session that we're going to conduct for PSC. Okay, so I'm going to start with the types of drones, okay? Okay, what will you learn from this workshop? Basically, it's what type of drones, and also the theory of flight, the electronics, and essential components of a drone. What is the most needed component? Okay, and I'll teach you how to assemble your drone. And if we can make it in time, I will show you how to fly a drone, a basic maneuver tutorial, and I will teach you how to set up your drone. Okay, so now there's a lot of types of drones. Actually, we name them using numbers, Roman numbers. So you see bicopters, tricopter, quadcopter. So the ones that we're going to build is actually a quadcopter. Okay. So what's the difference is the number of propellers. Now, if you see bicopter and you see tricopter, quadcopter, bicopter has 2 propellers, tricopter has 3 propellers, and quadcopter has 4. Okay. Now, how does a drone fly? I'm gonna speed up at this part. So basically, a drone flies by actually generating thrust by the motor spinning a propeller, so lifting its weight. Okay. And to maneuver the drone forward, 2 motors behind a quadcopter will actually have to blow more thrust, so it will tilt the drone forward. So this is how the diagram looks like. See, the propeller behind the drone pushes more, and the drone will tilt forward, and thus it will provide lift, which is the light blue one, and it will also provide a green color part, which is the thrust. Okay, so thus lifting the drone at the same time pushing the drone forward. Okay, now the power system and the electronics. Now we all know that everything has electronics, right? Basically, we'll need batteries. Batteries is actually the most essential components of any kind of electronics. Okay, and another part that controls the drone, right, that can allow the drone to maneuver and know where it's flying is actually something that we call microprocessor, where you see it commonly in computers, Arduino, and Raspberry Pi, if you guys are actually familiar with it. So these are microprocessors. And another essential component, which is how do you stabilize the drone? You know, your drone can have a brain, but how does it know that it's stable? So there's something what we call is a gyroscope and an accelerometer. Now the accelerometer is actually the part that tells the drone how much and how fast the drone is flying, how much angle it's tilting. Okay, gyroscope is to control the stability. Accelerometer is to control how much the angle of the drone should bend, so how fast it should fly. Okay, Now, there's a lot of types of batteries in our life. So the most common ones on the left is actually the alkaline battery, which is the AA and AAA batteries where we put in our remote controllers. And in our watches, we commonly see lithium coin cell, which is the center one, okay? Lithium-based battery, lithium coin cell. And for our drone, right, that needs slightly a little bit more current discharge, that means more power discharge. And that's where we use lithium polymer. Just additional information, lithium polymer is actually a mixture of lithium and other composite materials, other types of materials. Hence why it's actually an alloy-based battery. Okay, so now why we use lithium polymer batteries and how this lithium polymer battery looks like. So lithium polymer battery is this one. See, it looks like this. Usually it's not very well packaged. You can see some naked circuits inside. And usually they will have the yellow color tape around it, which is what we call a Kapton tape, a fireproof tape. Okay, so now I have a quick quiz, so you guys got to pay attention on this one. Okay, now which battery is the most suitable for drones to use? Now we know that a drone has to be lightweight. It has to be light enough while carrying enough battery and energy to power everything and to make the drone fly. So therefore, there's actually a professional term where we use in the industry or in engineering fields where we call this energy density. Now, to summarize, it means that how dense the energy can be in a fixed mass or volume. So therefore, the term where the amount of energy is stored in an amount of mass or volume is called energy density. Now, quick quiz. Okay. With the same amount of energy, which battery has the highest energy density or is the lightest? Come on, answer me. Can you guys answer me this one? Which one?
Polymer.
Okay, great. You got the answer right. Great job. So the answer is lithium polymer battery. So lithium polymer carries the most energy with the same amount of voltage while keeping its weight to minimal. Okay. So now here are your primary components of a drone. Okay, basically you have your flight controller, you have your brushless motor, and something to spin, which is the propellers, the lithium polymer battery at the left-hand corner, of course, something to charge the battery, which is the battery charger, and the drone frame. Okay, and here are your secondary components, which is the radio transmitter, which is your remote controller, and the batteries to power the radio transmitter. Okay, everyone, let's prepare your drones. Okay, let's prepare your drones. Okay, we're gonna start building the drone. Okay, so now the first thing I want you to do, which is to check the parts. Is this all the parts that you see in your drone set? Is it all the parts? Okay, so make sure you have a quick check. Okay, and these are all the parts that is actually listed in the right-hand corner of the miniature containers, the smaller containers. These are all inside the containers. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to the screw pads. Now you see different colors, right? Okay, remember them. Okay, remember that. It's actually very helpful. So the blue color one is actually for the motor, and the orange color one is actually for the flight controller, which is the brain of the drone. The green one is actually for the bottom frame of the drone frame. Okay. Okay, and now I want you to take a look at the drone frame. Okay, make sure you identify which one is forward, which one is facing backwards. Okay, the one facing forward is actually the one with two dots. Can you see? Okay, two dots on the right hand side, kind of the diagram. So make sure you pay attention to that. Okay. Okay, now first thing first, I want you to take the USB charger. Okay, plug in it to any USB, like for instance your laptop or your phone charger, the phone adapter, you know, your iPhone or your Samsung phone adapter. You just plug this in. Okay, and I want you to plug the battery accordingly to the connectors. Okay, be careful not to force it in. Okay, be careful not to force it in. There should be a correct orientation that it can fit in the connector. Okay, be careful. Okay, so now how do you know that it's full? When you plug in your battery, it should be blinking, and if it's full, it will not blink. Okay, let me show you how it's like. Okay. Okay, can you see my camera right here? Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay, you see my camera. Now this is the USB. Okay. And this is the battery. And you should be able to see, like, there should be one small little line at the battery. Okay, one small little line, and that's where you align to this line. Can you see? You can't flip over. You can only charge it like this. Okay, so the red color matches the red color wire, the black color matches the black color wire. So I want you to plug it in. Okay, plug both of the batteries, plug it in like that. And after that, you just plug in the USB socket like this, and it should start blinking. Okay, it should start blinking. So once it's already done blinking, right, means it's fully charged. All right. Okay, back to sharing my screen. Okay, so the first part that we're gonna do, which is we're gonna assemble the flight controller, the frame assembly. I believe that most of you guys are already done at this part already. So I'm going to speed up, but I'm going to show you at another camera on how to assemble it in a short, like in a quick way. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me right here? Okay. Is it okay? Can you see me? Okay, now I'm going to start with assembling the drone frame with the flight controller, okay, in a quick manner. So you see this flight controller, all right, flight controller, and we're gonna move this package away first, okay? This package, we're just gonna put it aside. Oh, I have a good tip for you guys. Build it on top of this tray. You know, you have this container, right? Build it on top of this tray so you won't lose any parts, okay? Get a very free space, build it on top of this top, okay? And this one, just put it aside. And inside this small little container with the flight controller, right, you should be able to see this pack which have this rubber dampers, this silicone dampers, right, the rubbery thingy, okay, the rubbery thingy. Okay, now, okay, we're going to open this package. We're going to open this package, and we're gonna pour it out here at the tray carefully. Okay, pour it out at the tray carefully. Okay, so you should be able to have a set of screwdriver provided. Not okay, not this one. Maybe your one is actually a slightly thinner one, but it works. Okay, it works. And you're gonna have a Allen key, which is the L-shaped tool. But my one is this one. Okay, I'm just gonna use this. Now we're gonna put the Allen key away first. We're gonna use the screwdriver. Now, the first part. Okay, the first part. Now, how do you identify that your flight controller is facing back or front? Okay, facing back or front. Pay attention, this one is very, very important. So you see this USB port over here. This USB port. This is facing backwards. Backwards. Okay, facing backwards. So facing backwards like this, and downwards. Okay, downwards like that. All right. So your drone frame. Remember which one is the front? The two dots. The two dots is in the front, right? So okay, we placed it facing forward, and this one facing backward to me. Can you see? Facing backward to me. This USB cable, this USB port facing backward to me. Okay, now while carefully holding this flight controller, right, now you see this rubber damper. Can you see this rubber damper? Okay, you should be able to see this tiny little slot, right? This tiny little slot. Now I want you to put the longer portion facing downwards, okay, and you just slot it in like that from sideways, like that. Okay, see the longer portion is facing downwards, correct? It's facing downwards. Okay, so now I want to repeat all in the front, the side, and leave the back one. Don't install the back one first, okay? Don't install the back one first. Just install three. The one on the front, right hand side, and left-hand side, like that. Okay. Now let you have a quick look how it looks like that. I am holding the back. I'm holding the back. Okay, now the next part. I'm going to take the wire carefully, slot it through this hole. Slot it through. You can see the drone frame. Like use this wire carefully, slot through this hole, like that. Yeah. Okay. The next part is I'm going to carefully take this board right from sideways like that. See, yeah. Have a look. Then just put it under. Can you see? Just put it under. Okay, I'm going to show you again. Like this. Watch. I'm just going to put it under like that. Can you see? Insert the board from the top to under. And I'm going to carefully, while holding this rubber dampers, right? Carefully holding this rubber dampers and slot it into the packs. Where are the packs? The packs is here. See? Okay, I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah. See this pack. This pack. This small little pack. Okay. If you can't see, see, you place the rubber upside down. Okay, so you got to take it out. Unscrew first. Unscrew, then take it out first. Okay. So make sure don't put it upside down. Okay. So like that. Then you slowly, just carefully put it on top like that. All three sides. Okay. Put it all three sides, including this side. Including this side. Okay. Like that. Okay. Once you got three sides on, one, two, three sides on, only then you take the last remaining damper where the longer edge facing down, and you slot at this the last pack. Slot it in and align the seam, the gap with the board. And after you've done that, right, I want you to carefully press down all the way down to the pack. Okay, press down like that. Press down. Okay, press it down. Okay, press down all the packs. So you should see something like this. Okay, you should see something like this. Okay, now I want you to carefully go to this point like that. See? Okay, if you can't see clearly through this camera, it's fine. All you need to do is just take a look at the slides, right? I want to point out that make sure that the rubber, the longer edge is facing downwards. Okay, and the USB cable, the USB port, which is this one, facing back. Okay, facing back. Then this is the back, because the forward one is actually with two holes. Can you see? Okay. Okay. So now after you've done this part, I want you to take this screw. See, this one should be screw pack. Is it screw pack C? Yeah. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's screw pack C. Now screw pack B, boy, screw pack boy. Okay, B, screw pack boy. Use this, and I want you to carefully, okay, screw this in. Carefully screw this in. A quick tip, which is you can use your finger to slightly twist it a little bit first. Okay, twist it a little bit. Now the next part, which is you use the screwdriver. You just screw it in. Okay, now pay attention. This part very important. When you screw it in, right? Okay, screw it in. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for a while. Okay, screw it in. I'm gonna stop here for a while. Okay, I'm gonna share another one of my screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Okay, see, take a look, Take a look, This one very important, okay? So I want you to have a look at this part. Can you see this part? Okay, make sure when you screw, right, you screw the screw, okay? Don't tighten it too much. You make sure that you have a little bit of gap, like this, you see, like this. This is very important, very, very important, okay? Make sure that you have a little bit of the gap, okay? I'm gonna repeat, make sure when you screw in the screw, leave a little bit of the gap, very important, okay? All right, I'm gonna go back to another part, which is here. Okay, can you guys hear me over here? All right. Now I'm gonna proceed with the rest of the screw, right? Okay, all 4 screws. Proceed with all 4 screws like that. I'm going to use my finger. I'm just going to slide this screw in. Okay, so that it will stay there, you know. You let the screw slightly stay there. Okay, let the screw slightly stay there. Then you use the screwdriver and carefully screw it in. Carefully screw it in until I leave a little bit of gap, as I mentioned in the slide. Just a little bit that it nearly touches it. Okay, okay, good. Now I proceed to the rest of the remaining screws. Screw until there's a little bit of gap, a tiny bit of gap. Okay, good. And here goes the third one. Tiny bit of a gap. Here goes the third one. And the last one. Okay, like that, like so. Okay, so you guys should be able to do until this part. Okay, now let's have a quick check. Make sure the gap is there. Okay, make sure the gap is there. Make sure the board is sitting at the line, you know, at the groove of the rubber dampeners, the silicone dampers, and make sure that the silicone dampers are all slot into the, you know, the packs, 4 slots, the 4 packs of the drone frame. Okay, make sure it's screwed on like that. And a quick check, the last one, which is these 2 dots is facing forward, and this one is facing backwards. Now, when you flip over like that, the USB port is facing backward. Can you see? It's facing backward. Okay, facing backwards. Yeah, and I want you to carefully take your cable, align backwards like that. Okay, so that you remember. So your cable is behind like that. Nice. Okay. All right, I'm gonna proceed to the next part. Okay, if you guys have any issues, right, I can assist you later. Okay, I want you to pay attention first. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go back to, oh, the USB port 4. Okay, nice. I'm gonna answer you a quick one. The USB port is actually for us to program the flight controller, which is this guy, which is for us to program the microprocessor. Okay, so we already pre-programmed for you guys because this is a beginner class. And at the advanced class, right, you're going to learn how to program it. So make it fly faster, make it respond at your preference. Maybe you want it to do flips and stuff. That's how you can program your drone through the USB cable. And maybe you can add in LED and stuff. Okay, so which is quite cool. But you're going to learn that in the advanced class. So I'm not going to cover in this topic. Okay. All right. Good question. Good question. All right. I'm going to share my screen over here. Hello. Can you guys see me? Okay, I'm going to share my screen, all right? Okay, let's go back to the slide. Okay, so now we have already done this part, which is we are done at the flight controller already. I'm going to move on to the next part, which is the motor to the frame assembly. Now, okay, this part is really, really tricky, okay? Why? Because I want you to have a look at the motors, right? You see the connectors? There should be 2 motors that are highlighted with red color. Okay, can you see this? Okay, this part, okay? Make sure that you check for this, watch out for this, okay? There is actually 2 sets of motors that are red in color, okay? Now, I want you to place your red color motors like this, see? Okay, you place your red color motors on your tray, the red color on the left top corner and the bottom right corner, okay, like this, okay? Okay, so back to okay. Okay, can you see my hands? Should be able to see my hands, right? Okay, so I'm gonna take this package right here. Exciting package. Take it out, and you see your motors here. These are your motor screws. Okay, motor screws. I think this is screw pack A. Okay, so take out and put around here. Okay, make sure you don't lose it. Take out the screws. Okay, and you carefully take out the motors like that. Don't pull the motors out. Okay, don't pull the motors. And take the motors like that. Okay, now what I meant just now was this. You see, your connectors should have like labeled red in color. You should be able to find 2. Like, you should be able to find 2. Okay, and how are you going to place these 2 wishes? You're going to place these 2 like here, one on the top left corner, and another one on the bottom right corner, like that. And the rest of the 2 that doesn't have markings, we're going to place it on here, like that. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna repeat. The red colored, the red labeled connectors one, right? The motors, you're gonna place it here, and you're gonna place it at the bottom here. Now, I think you guys would ask, like, hey, what does this color mean? How different are these motors? They look the same, right? Actually, they're not the same because the red color labeled one is actually programmed to spin clockwise, which is this direction, clockwise, like your watch, okay? Clockwise. So this two is gonna spin clockwise, this two. And this one, the one that is not labeled, is gonna spin counterclockwise. That means the reverse direction, okay? The reverse direction. Now, how do you install this motor? Remember your drone, this one is facing forward, right? Okay, so this is how you're gonna install it. See, this one, your board is facing upward, then this one is facing forward. I'm gonna put it like this. Okay, gonna put it like this, and the red color motor is gonna be on this side and this side. See? Okay, so let's go back to the slide. Okay, so we are back at the slide. Now, like that. See, motors with red connectors. Okay, right here. So are you guys okay with this part? Can you still catch up? Three motors marked with red. There's one guy. Who is that guy? Oh, Srijan. Oh, okay. But one of his motors broke, right? I think one of his motors broke. Okay, don't worry, we'll send you replacement, okay? Okay, no worries, we'll send you replacement. You just follow on with the class first, okay? And after this class, if you have anything that you need to be sure and you need to ask us, you are free to ask us, okay? You can ask me anytime in the group, okay? And please drop your questions at Padlet, okay? Drop your questions at Padlet, okay? So now, we're gonna move on. How to screw the motor. Now you see this. You see this part. See this part. This is the trickiest. Now you should be able to see at your motor, right? At the bottom, there's 4 holes. 4 holes of your motor. Okay. Now I want you to align the 4 holes with your drone frame like that. Okay. You know which side to align, right? Okay. Which frame side to align? You know, right? The red color one. We start with the red color one. Okay, start with the red color. Align this motor at this place. Okay, place the motor at this place, and align the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 4 holes that can align perfectly. Okay, there should be 4 holes that aligns perfectly like that. Okay, align it first. Okay, align it first. And the next part that we're gonna move on is that you're gonna use this spacer. Can you see this gray color thing? We're gonna use this spacer. Okay, we use this spacer. We're gonna align together with the hole together. Okay, and we're gonna place screw bolt pack A, which is the black color one. This one. We're gonna place it in. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, back to my hands. Back to my hands. Okay, so we start with the red color motor and this one. Now, okay, look, you see this hole over here? Can you see this hole? See this hole over here? So I'm gonna take the connector. I'm gonna slide it in like that. This one. Okay, this one. See that? Okay, I'm gonna slide it in this one. Okay, then I'm gonna carefully turn around. Then while I align the 4 holes. See, I align the 4 holes, but the cable should be close to the arm. This is the drone arm. The motor should be, the wire should be close to here. Okay, so you carefully align. Don't pull the wires. Okay, see, now it's properly aligned already. Can you see? Yeah, it's properly aligned. Okay, and I'm gonna go to this this package. I'm gonna take one of the, I think you guys can see, right? I'm gonna take one of the spacers, the gray color spacers. Okay, I'm gonna align them together like that. Okay, I'm gonna align them together. Now, while I'm holding this, carefully holding this, okay, I will take the bolt pack A. I'm gonna pour it out. Okay, I'm gonna pour out bolt pack A on the tray right here. Okay, take one of the bolt, and I carefully put in the bolt like that. Okay, put in the bolt like that. So push it all the way through. Okay, push it all the way through until it touches the motor. Until it touches the motor. Okay, like that. See, make sure you get one of the holes aligned first. Okay, make sure you get one of the holes aligned first. And I'm gonna take the Allen key. Okay, tricky part, pay attention. I want you to screw counterclockwise. That means open. Okay, counterclockwise, open until you can feel something like a click. Okay, you can feel something like a click. Okay, I don't know whether you can hear or not, but you should be able to hear something like click. Okay, can you see it again? Huh? Watch. Okay, a click. Okay, now after that, after you hear the click already, the moment you hear the click, I want you to screw clockwise, this direction. Okay, screw clockwise carefully. Okay, don't screw too tight. Just lightly screw in. Okay, just lightly screw in will do. Now then, the next part, I want you to make sure your alignments are correct, like this. Take another bolt. Take another bolt. Insert it at the other directions here. Okay, now repeat the same. Counterclockwise. Make sure the bolt is connected to the motor. Okay, counterclockwise. When you see a click, small little click, and you start screwing inwards like that. Okay, now you can tighten already. You can tighten this and this motor, this side. Okay, you can tighten it. Not too tight. Okay, just tight enough. Just tight enough, not too tight. Okay, and you continue with the rest of the bolt, which is like this. You insert it in, unscrew, you hear a click, and start screwing inwards and tighten it, not too tight. Repeat for this one. Push it in, unscrew until you hear a click, and screw it in like that, and tighten it ever so slightly. So now, after you're done, okay, always check whether are you installing the right motor. How do I know? It's very simple. See, the red color motor is here. Drone frame facing front. Check, okay? Check this part, okay? Pay attention. Red color motor on this side, and this is facing front, okay? All right. Now, the other one, the other red labeled motor right here. Same thing. I wanna put the motor, the hole, the cable right nearest to this this hole, nearest to the arm. Okay, this hole. Okay, this hole. Okay, put this here. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat. I'm gonna align the holes. Make sure the cable is the nearest to the drone arm, the frame's arm. Okay, and that align 4 holes. Gonna take another spacer. Take another spacer like this. Yay! I'm gonna place it, align it together with the hole. Okay, and I'm gonna unpack another bolt pack. Bolt pack A. Oops, sweaty fingers. Okay, I'm gonna take it up, unpack this. Okay, same thing, no worries. Okay, we're gonna align the motor. Okay, align the spacer, and then push it in like that. Push it in. We get 1 screw first. Okay, get 1 bolt first. Okay, make sure. And after that, unscrew it counterclockwise until you hear a click. Okay, then start screwing clockwise. Don't tighten it yet. Okay, just make sure that it's still loose. Okay, just make sure that the screw is holding the spacer and the motor to the frame. Okay, insert 1 more on the opposite side. Make sure it's properly aligned. Opposite side, push it in. Okay, screw counterclockwise until you hear a click and start screwing inwards. Okay, for this one, now you can tighten it. Okay, now you can tighten it. Not too tight, okay, not too tight. Just tighten it like that. Yeah, it's good now. And tighten the other one. Tighten it like that. Okay, I'm gonna speed up at this point. I'm gonna repeat for the rest of the bolt. Push it in, counterclockwise, hear a click, and screw it in. Okay, another one. Counterclockwise, click, screw it in, and tighten. Okay, and now, after I'm done, I will come back to align which is facing front, and you're left with two motors supposed to be at this side. Okay, you're left with two motors to be on this side. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna put this in at this hole right here. Okay, and flip over, unpack one screw pack. Okay, unpack one screw pack. Okay, take another spacer, align the holes nicely. Make sure the cable is the nearest to the drone arm. Drone arm. Okay, align it properly. Okay, align this properly as well. Okay, take the bolt. Take the bolt, slot in one hole. Just get one first. Okay, just get one first. One side of the motor. Okay? Oh, I got this. I got this motor already. Okay, I just get one side. Take the Allen key. Okay, unscrew it until you hear a click. Okay, until you hear a click. Then you start screwing it, not too tight, just enough for them to hold two of this together. Another bolt on the opposite. Okay, another bolt on the opposite. Okay, unscrew and let it click and screw it on. Okay, I know you're curious about why we do the counterclockwise and tighten it, like just now when we counterclockwise unscrew and click, because it's to allow the bolt, like my finger. Okay, it's to allow the bolt, and you see this hole, allow the bolt to sit in, click, and you get it ready, then you start screwing in. Then this way you will not damage the hole, the hole of the motor with the threads inside. That way you won't damage it. So unscrew, click. When it sits down already, start tightening it. Okay, that's how it works for this bolt and this hole. Okay, we're gonna repeat for the rest of the bolt. Okay, unscrew, short click, and screw it in. Tighten. Okay, unscrew this, unscrew, click, and then screw it in. Okay. Last motor, yeah, this side. Last motor to be inserted like this from here. Okay. Yeah. Let's have a look again. Okay, let's have a look again from here all the way in like that. Okay. Align the holes. Make sure the cable is the nearest to the arm. Okay, make sure it's the nearest to the arm. Okay. And then align the holes nicely and carefully. Don't pull the wires, okay? Remember, don't pull the wires. Don't pull the wires. Okay, make sure the wires are the closest to the arm. Okay, like this, yay. And we unpack another bolt pack. And we just get one first, okay? Put the spacer on, and then you get one of the holes first. Okay, an easier way, which is maybe you can put the screw inside the spacer and you push it a little bit so you can see. You see? Yeah, you push it a little bit, you can see this. Then you push it through one of the hole. The correct one, okay, the correct hole or the drone frame like that. Push it in, then align the motor after that. Okay. Unscrew until you hear a click. Click and start screwing. Ooh, okay. Okay, make sure that it's not too tight, okay? Make sure it's properly aligned, like that. Okay, and do it for the opposite. Push it in, unscrew until you hear a click. Start screwing in, and you can tighten this one. Then tighten the other side. Okay, tighten the other side. Yay, like that. Okay, repeat for the next few screws. Push it in, unscrew, hear a click, screw it in. Okay, like that. Put this in, unscrew, and you hear a click, and screw and tighten. Okay, so now we should have all 4 motors installed. This part facing front, okay, like that. Okay. So next part. Okay, next part. Okay, we're gonna carefully slot the cables into the arm. You're gonna see this thing, this clip. Can you see this clip? This clip is very fun. Okay, you're gonna see this clip. Okay, I want you, if you have fingernails, I want you to push them in. But if you don't, like I don't have fingernails, I'm gonna use toothpicks instead. Haha. Gonna take one. Gonna take one toothpick like that. Okay, I'm gonna take one toothpick. I'm gonna carefully place the cable. I'm gonna put as close as possible like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put the cable. Now I do it one by one. Okay. I'll do it one by
Kevin,
one. Like,
maybe
yeah.
I would like to suggest for them to turn on camera to check either they correctly enter slot in all the component code. I think maybe we can have a check.
Yeah, sure. Cool. Yes. Maybe you have a quick check first. Can you guys turn on camera? But I don't think
No.
Srijan
Only
has.
one. Yeah.
Has
Shrijan don't have lah.
Yeah.
But can you take a photo, Shrijan? Maybe you can send in the group.
But he won't be able to complete this part because one of his motors is is actually broken. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe can Shrijan. And how about the others? Mati and also Aida. Can you guys turn on camera and show it to the doing for the first motor frame? Okay. How about Mati? Maybe we can have a quick check.
Can I have a look?
Hey,
Okay.
we send a picture.
Is your
We can. Yep. Chan Hai, maybe we can see your.
Hi, honey. How's everything? Can I have a look? Wow, that's great. That's looking good. It's looking good. Nice. Hey, can you turn your drone over so I can have a look at the cables? Is it facing backwards? Wow, you're a fast learner. Nice. Good job. Okay, nice. Good job. Okay, I want you to for those who have completed the Moto 1, right? I want you to take a look at the slides. Continue with the slides, right? So you should be able to see like how you can actually slot the cables into the clip. Okay. And if you've done that, you wait for me, okay? Wait for a short while if you're done that.
Okay, so I think you can proceed, Kevin. Is it okay if Kevin proceed? Everyone okay? Yeah, okay. You can proceed, Kevin.
Okay, I will proceed now. Okay, let's take a look at the slides. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to do a simple cable management. Okay, what do you mean by cable management? Because this cable is actually everywhere. So you want a cable to properly sit in the arm. So when the propeller is spinning, right, it won't get stuck or it won't actually grind the wires. Okay, you want to make sure that doesn't happen. So, okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, we're gonna go back to the slides. Okay. Now, this is how we do it. Because I don't have fingernails, as you can see, I don't have fingernails. So I'm gonna use a toothpick. Now I will focus on using this area, not the sharp end. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on using this blunt area so that you don't accidentally poke the wires. Okay, be careful with that. If you can use your fingernails, I'm okay with it. It works as well. So as long as you take the wire, okay, I want you to push it under the clip, under this clip. Okay, I want you to push it inwards. Okay, push it inside. Okay, so how does it look like after you push it in? Okay, How does it look like? Okay, you see, the cable should all from here sit inside. Sit inside the drone arm. This is the arm. The cable should sit inside. Okay. Now, okay, back to my hands. Okay, my hands is here. Yay. Back to my hands. So now we start with any side lah. Any side is fine. So we just align the cable like that. Okay, align the cable. We do it one by one. Okay, one cable at a time. We don't do it three. Okay, we do one by one. So I'm just gonna take the toothpick and I'm gonna press it in. Okay, press it in. Now I repeat for the second wire. Okay, I press it in. Second wire, press it in like that. Okay, I'm gonna put in closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so take this, you see, I'm focusing on this end and I press it in like that. Yay! See, I got a cable inside the clip, under the clip. Okay, I'm gonna speed up this part. I'm gonna repeat for all the sides of the motor. Okay, I start with one cable, one by one, very, very carefully, not to pull the cable. Okay, not to pull the cable. And we're gonna carefully put this in, and then put it in. See, I just press it in, click, yay! So another one done. See, it's not so hard, right? It's not so hard. See, I got two sides done. See, very well arranged. I'm gonna start for the other side, right here. Okay, I'm gonna carefully push it in. Clip. Okay, I'm gonna carefully push it in. Remember, I'm not using the tip of the toothpick, okay, so that it doesn't damage the wire. Carefully slot it under the clip. Like that. Yeah. Okay. And last one to go. Last one to go. Okay, press it in. See, it's done. Yeah, I got all four cables, four sets of cables aligned together with the drone arm, which is nice. You see, you don't see much cables anymore now. So this way, the propeller won't grind the cables. Okay, so this is gonna take some time. Okay, but you pay attention to this part first because the next part is actually quite easy. So I'm gonna give you some time to put in the cables. Okay. Okay, now I want you to carefully, like, see, this motor right here, right, it leads to this cable, right? This cable right here belongs to this motor. Now I want you to find the nearest connector. I want you to find the nearest connector, which is here. You see? This connector over here belongs to this motor. Okay? This connector belongs to this connector belongs to this motor. So now the connector is specially made that you cannot slot it upside down. You cannot slot it upside down. You can only slot it at the correct orientation. Okay, so carefully plug it in to show you which one is the correct orientation. It's actually here. Can you see the metal pins? I think it's too bright. Is it? Yeah. See, can you see this metal pin? The other side don't see anything, right? You see this metal pin? This metal pin face up, face you see, the metal pin. I'm going to show again, okay? I'm going to be very clear with this one. Metal pin here, and you're going to plug into this one, okay? Going to plug into this one. Carefully, be very careful. Don't force it in, just gently push it in. It should go in very nicely. See? Look, see? It should go in very nicely. See? Don't force it in, okay? Just make sure that it's carefully put in like that. See? Okay, we're gonna repeat for this side. I'm gonna track the cable. This motor, the sets of cable, and join it up with it. Oh, is this connector? See? It's this connector. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna check for the side that has the metal tips facing upwards, and you just hold your finger like that. See, hold your finger like that, and go down all the way to the connector like that. See, okay, facing like that, connector, okay, and carefully, very carefully, plug it in. Okay, plug it in. Just very careful. You want to hold the board behind, okay? Hold the board behind and you press it in. Else the whole board is gonna push out. Okay, be careful, just hold the board behind and like that. Okay. Oh, make sure your fingers are dry, okay? Make sure your fingers are dry as well. I'm gonna speed up for the rest of the motor. Track the motor, the cable right here. Find the metal tip facing upwards and plug in like that. Okay, plug in like that. Okay, hold the board behind, press it in. Last one, yay, last one. Okay, the metal openings. Too bright, can't see. Okay, like that, the metal openings facing upwards. Okay, hold this, carefully align to the connector and push it in like that. Yay, we are done. Okay, we are done. And you ask like, what happens to the rest of this wire? The rest of the wires, I'm just gonna slightly gently, very gently, and just gonna roll it in towards the flight controller. Roll it in towards the flight controller like that. Like that. See? Yes. Like this. Just gonna roll it. Okay. Make sure that it's away from these holes. Okay. Make sure it's away from these holes. Can you see these holes? Make sure the cable is away. Okay. You want to carefully arrange. Must be very careful. Okay. Arrange this inside. Okay. Arrange this. Okay. Back to the slide. Okay, I hope that you guys can see my slide. Okay, so we are at here. We finished already. We done connecting the cables. Okay, done connecting cables. It should fit properly in. Should fit in nicely. Right? Don't force it in. Okay, don't force it. You can do it. You have to be patient. Don't force it in. It's expensive, so don't force it in. Okay, it's very delicate parts. Okay. Now, next part we're gonna move on is okay. The last part is actually to take this pack. You know where is this pack from? This pack is actually from the small one inside here. Inside here. Okay. It's actually inside here. So okay. Where is it? Oh my gosh, where's my slide? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take this. Okay. Before we proceed, before we screw this part, I'm going to give you some time, maybe a short 5 minutes for you to proceed whatever parts that you are not finished. Do let me know if you have questions. I would advise you to get some help from your parents, okay? So to finish this part, okay? Okay, 5 minutes, 5 short minutes, okay? 5 short minutes. Okay, in the meantime, do ask me any questions, okay? Ask me questions. So far, any questions?
I think everyone is focusing on building the drone.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm so excited to see these drones fly. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, so back to my hands. Back to my hands. Okay, I think at this part, right, at this point, you guys should be if you're at this point after you're done already, right? In the meantime, I want you to get something like masking tape, or if you have glue tack, you can use glue tack. Okay. You see, I have echo. Echo. Do you still hear echo?
Yep.
How about now? Okay, yeah. My bad. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so now at this part, okay, I'm gonna use a small little glue tag like that. Okay, don't worry, Ida. Take your time, okay? Don't worry. You can ask me any questions, okay? Don't worry. You don't have to be sorry about this. It's okay. You just let me know if you have any questions, okay? If you can't finish at this session, it's fine. I can still assist you. And I hope that you can post up the questions on Padlet as well, so that your questions might be helpful for the rest of the participants, okay? Okay, so I hope that everyone help each other, okay? So like if Ida has any issues, maybe other participants can help her as well. So this is more like a teamwork thing, okay? It's nice. All right, so I'm gonna take this glue tag, okay? Or a masking tape, okay? Or a masking tape. You know what I'm gonna do, which is I'm gonna tape it at one side of the motor, like very carefully lah. Okay, just very carefully. Okay? Something like a tape or a label, a type of label, because I want you guys to check the direction. I want you guys to check the direction of the motor later. So I'm gonna repeat for all 4 sides. Okay, I'm gonna repeat for all four sides. Okay, see, huh? Okay, this is a tip. This is a tip. Not compulsory, but it's a tip. It's a useful tip. Okay, very useful tip. And I tip it like that. So I push it out a bit so I can see an indication. Can you see? I pinch it up a bit like that. Yay! You can tape your masking tape like that. Okay, it's going to be very useful. Trust me. Okay, it's a tip. So I'm gonna speed up. I'm gonna do it for the rest of the motors. Whoops, like this side. I'm gonna tip it. I have very nimble fingers, so I can like push it in like that. Okay, so yeah, yay. Okay, then after we're done, we're just gonna leave this part. Make sure it's properly taped. You don't want to let it spin already, then suddenly just fly away. So make sure that it's properly taped. Okay. Okay, so we proceed back to this part. So this is facing upwards, right? This is facing downwards, right? So okay, I want you to be very, very careful about this part especially. Now, while you're taking this pack, when you unpack it, right, there should be screws inside. So I want you to pour on the tray. Make sure you pour everything on the tray, okay, so that it won't roll to any other places. You just pour onto the tray like that. Yay. Okay. Now, look at this. Look at this. This cap, right? The cover is actually meant for you to actually you should have something like rubber band. Okay, this cover is actually meant for you to attach the battery onto the drone. So you see this soft pad. The other side is not soft, right? There's one side that is soft one. Yeah, I want the soft one to be facing me while the drone is facing like that. Can you see? The drone is facing like that. The bottom of the drone is facing me, and I want a soft pad to face me. Okay, to face me. Okay, why is that? Okay, because when I place this cap over here, the battery is gonna land here. It's gonna be tight here. So you don't want to damage the battery. That's why you have this soft pad. Okay, you don't want the battery to slip as well. So you have this soft pad. So this hole over here, you see, there's a larger hole. You see, it's like a mouth. You know, it's like a face right here. So this larger hole should be facing the back of the drone. Back. This is the back. This is the front. Remember? Forward, backward. I want this hole to be facing the backwards, while the pad is facing the bottom. Okay, like that. It's aligned bottom. Okay. So make sure the wires are away, like that. The wires are away. So this cable, this hole is actually for you to plug the cable back to this. See, nice. This hole is for you to plug a USB cable. This one is a USB cable. to plug in like that. So see, okay. Now I want you to align this tiny little holes, these 4 tiny littles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 holes with the frame. You should be able to see this small tiny hole. See, okay, I'm going to point out where's the hole. This part. 1, 2, 3, and 4 holes. Take this, okay, and you align with the 4 holes. Okay, and if the cable keeps pushing you out, you just gently push it in, okay, and just push it in, okay, like that, and you just place this on top. Make sure that you don't screw onto any cable, this place, make sure you don't screw onto any cables. Just this hole aligned to this peg. Make sure there's no cables on top of it. Make sure, okay, you have to be very, very careful. And you place like this. You take the screw that is given. Make sure you find the right screw, yeah. Okay, so it's screw peg, is it C? Yeah, I think it's screw peg C. Okay, screw peg C. You can refer to the slides if you're confused, right? Same thing, I'm gonna put this through the hole like that, carefully, very carefully, and I take the screwdriver, I screw it, screw it in like that. Screw it in, okay. And I'm gonna repeat for the remaining holes. I would always do the front and the opposite. It's easier that way, okay? It's easier that way. Make sure that there's no cable under the place that you want to screw, okay? You don't want to screw through the cable, else your drone will not be able to work, okay? Okay, screw this in, tighten it like that. And the remaining ones, screw this in. And I'm gonna screw all 4 screws together. Okay, make sure it's tight, okay? You don't over tighten until the whole thing break, just tight enough. Just enough tight. You see? Like this is good enough already. You don't have to it's gonna break the frame. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Okay, then the last part. Oh, it's actually the second last part. It's not the last part. Okay, the second last part. You want to take the rubber band. You're gonna hook on to here like this. See, I use my finger. I carefully press in like that. Okay, gonna hook on to this hook here. I pull. Then you see I pull. You hook on already. You see? Hook it on. And the other side, same thing. I'm gonna use my finger and hook it on. Hook it on to the other hook. Okay, carefully align it. Yes! And like that. Just like that. Is it cool? Excited because the last part is actually the propeller. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. So now you have this. Okay. I want you to take your transmitter. Okay, exciting part. Okay, take your transmitter. Exciting part. Okay, take your transmitter. I'm gonna explain something about the transmitter. All right. Okay, so this is your switch. Now, what happens? There's something that we call the original position of all the switch. The home point. This is at home. Like this is home point. So this is wrong. So you have to flip all of it to the original position. Okay, original position. So all these switches back to its original position, upwards, up. The switch only, okay. And for this guy, you gotta place it down. Okay, make sure that place it down. And how important is this part? If you don't do this, watch. This will happen. See, their position and the lower the throttle. So throttle is not at the lowest position. Push it down. Hey, see? Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Now, if the switch is down, if the switch is down, if one of the switch is down, the same thing. Oh no! So you just push this switch back up. And it's done already. Okay. I want you to turn on your transmitter first. Okay, turn on your transmitter first. Don't turn on the drone. This is a very important rule. Okay, very, very important rule. Turn on your transmitter first. Only then your drone. What happens if you turn on your drone and you have some interference in signal, then your drone will just fly away? Oh my gosh, you don't want that to happen, right? So turn on your transmitter first always, okay? All the rules are the most important rules in the RC world, which is turn on your transmitter first. Now, okay, carefully, be very gentle. Don't drop the transmitter. Okay, don't drop the transmitter. Be careful. Be very careful. Place it aside. Okay, place it aside. Okay, I want you to take your battery. Okay, take your battery. Right here. Okay, you see, it's no longer blinking. Wow, it's not blinking anymore. That means the battery is all is charged already. See, the battery is charged already. You can just remove the battery. You can just unplug, just hold like this, and pull carefully, pull, okay, pull, and or you want to leave this on also can. If you don't want, you can unplug it up. So now it's fully charged already. Back to my hands. So back to my hands, I'm going to take this battery. Okay, what I'm going to do, which is, watch, this is going to be a little bit tough. Okay, so this part, we're going to insert from the back, okay, from the back of the, this is the front, right, from the back of the drone. We're going to insert it like that. Carefully, you're going to use fingers like that. You're going to slightly pull it out a bit, and you insert one battery first. Okay, insert one battery. Okay, then after that, the second one, second battery, yay, second battery, just like that, stack together. Okay, stack together. Okay, now when you push it all the way in, push all the way in like that. Don't over push it, else it will just come out. So you just push it until it's like this position. Why? Because this way it will be easier for you to connect these two connectors to your battery. Okay, you connect one by one. Don't force it in, okay? Be careful. Like, see? You see, there's this hole and this hole. Carefully plug it in. Okay, plug in one first. One first. Okay? Plug in one. After that, you take the other one. Take the other one. Like this. Take the other one. And you plug in another one. Then you should be able to hear something. Here, okay. Let me try again. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. Then you listen to the motor. You see, listen, I plug it in. You hear something, right? Then you see your drone is blinking like that. Okay, your drone shouldn't be blinking because it's connected to your transmitter. It shouldn't be blinking. If it's blinking, means it's not connected. This is very important. So you want to make sure it's not blinking. Okay, make sure that it's not blinking. Okay. So after this ready, right? I want you to okay, just leave it like that. Okay. If you want to turn off the drone, all you need to do is just unplug one. Carefully, use here, unplug one. It's going to be hard to unplug, but you just unplug one. Okay, unplug one of the battery, then it will turn off. Okay, let's plug it back in. Okay, like that. What I want to do, which is go to my transmitter. I place my drone like that properly, battery at the bottom, and I take this. Okay, this is your arm switch. Arm. This is something else, special mode. I will teach you later. Okay, arm. We're gonna focus on this one today. Now you see your drone. It's not moving. See? Oh no, it's not moving. Why? Because you need to arm your drone first. When you arm it, then only then it will move. See? You throttle this a bit. Just throttle a bit. Just a bit. Okay. Why? Because I want you to check the direction of the motor. That's why I asked you to tape the tape, right? These tapes. Now these tapes is for you to, you just throttle up a bit and check the direction. Check the direction. Just slowly touch it. Is it rotating inwards like this? Rotating into your flight controller. Inwards. And this one should be rotating into your the drone's flight controller, like into. So it should rotate like this. See, it should rotate like this. Okay, so you check. See, so that flap will help you slowly feel. You just slowly touch the flap. It's normal. The blue tag that is flying is because you push too hard. It's flying too hard. It's normal. Okay, it's normal. So you can try it again. This one is just for you, a simple measurement for you to test whether the motor is at the right direction or not. Okay, see, my glue tag is also flying. Aha! My glue tag is also flying. It's quite normal. Okay, so to check. Okay, so my motors are all in the right direction. Now, for you to check in a more detailed manner, you can refer to the slides. You want all your motors to be spinning like this. You see, watch. Okay, you hold like this. You want your motors to spin from this direction inwards. Okay, this direction, and this one, this direction inwards. Okay, so for the bottom one is the same. This inwards and this inwards. Okay, again, repeat. This side, inwards, inwards, and this one like that, inwards and inwards. You can refer to the slides. Okay. After you're done checking, I want you to unplug your battery. Okay. Unplug your battery first. Okay. Unplug your battery. You don't have to take out the battery, just unplug it, and you can turn off your transmitter already. Okay. Disarm it. Okay. Disarm. Remember the disarm. Disarm and turn off your transmitter. Oh, I thought. Okay. Turn off your transmitter. Okay. I know a lot of you haven't finished until this part yet, so I'm gonna give you a very quick 10 minutes to finish whatever and ask me further questions. Okay, Hang Yi, is all your motor spinning in the right direction? You can check with the slides. Is it spinning inwards like that? Spinning inwards like this? Is it correct? Please let me know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yay. Spinning inwards, right? Okay. Okay. We're gonna wait for a short 10 minutes while you guys can finish the rest of the parts first. Okay. You can ask me questions, okay. Let's see. The blue tag is flying everywhere. Yeah, this is very funny. It's normal. Okay, it's normal. How to arm the drone again? Okay, let me show you. Okay, now here's the transmitter. Okay, here's the transmitter. Now, this should be your left hand. This should be your left hand while holding the transmitter like that. And I want you to take your pointer finger. You see this switch? This switch over here? This is the switch. This is the arm. So that means activate the drone and deactivate the drone. Okay? Activate and deactivate. Okay? So arm, disarm. Yay! This one is a FYI for your information. Okay. In your drone, right? In your drone, you have a lot of special modes. You have self leveling mode, and it has what your drone has been programmed is called angle mode. That means it limits the angle, so that means your drone at least won't fly too crazily fast, okay? There's another one called the horizon mode. Now, what is horizon? Now, you see, horizon is always flat. You always see horizon as flat. So that means horizon mode, when your drone fly like this, like spin already, when you let go, right, it will revert back to horizon. This horizon mode. Okay. How do we activate mode? Okay, so this one is arm and has been programmed to select angle mode, which is the easiest to fly. Best for beginners. Okay, that's how we program the drone. Okay, this one is a special mode. I will teach you later. Okay, I will teach you later. This one is a special mode. Don't touch this first. Don't touch this. Make sure this one is all the way up. You're gonna mess with this only. Okay, arm and disarm. If anything happens, don't panic. Disarm. Okay, it's like the bomb. Like you're flying. Oh no, something's wrong. Just disarm. Okay. Okay. For your drone to arm, right, there's a very important rule. You must place your drone flat. Not even sideways, must be flat and not shaking. So let it set. Make sure that it's not moving anymore. Only then you arm. What happens if it wobbles and you arm? Nothing's gonna happen. You're not going to be able to arm your drone. So if that happens, like for instance, you arm your drone and it's moving, but you fly your drone, right? It cannot move. The next thing you want to do is put everything back to home position. Home position. Let go of this one. Let go. Then disarm. Wait for your drone to not shake anymore. And then you arm. Only then you fly. Okay? So my habit is every time I fly, I'm about to crash, right? Let's say if I fly forward, I'm about to crash, I will pull back, then I will slowly let down this arm. That's my habit. Okay? But flying drone takes a lot of practice. So do feel free to ask me any questions if you have any challenges on this. Okay? I will be happy to assist you on this part. Okay. Okay, you guys continue first, okay? Honey, sorry. I want you to have a look at the slides, okay? I want you to look at the propeller section, okay? Okay, I want you to follow the slides first, and later I'll have a look at it. I will check, okay? Good job, Shujan. Nice. Can you send me a picture? Thank you.
Or maybe a video. This will be great if you can send a video.
Yeah. A video will be nice. Yes, a video will be great. Okay, Shujan, don't install the propeller first because you're gonna have some trouble because you need to test the direction first. So try not to install the propeller first. Okay, but good job. Be careful with the propellers because the blades are sharp. Okay, and let me have a look at the directions. Okay, so far the direction is correct. Yes, but I will need to send you a replacement on your motor. Okay. Sridran, one of your motor cables is not properly clipped onto the drone frame yet, which is the black color propeller one. Yeah, you need to do that part first. Okay, don't skip the part. Yeah. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'll continue the lesson in 2 minutes. Okay, Aida, if you have any issues on your drone, right, no worries. If you cannot follow up, after this lesson, right, I can still guide you through it. Okay, wait, let me see what's the issue, huh? Maybe you can send me some photos. I couldn't screw that. Is it tight? Is it because it's tight? Okay. How I do it, which is I will carefully hold the, you see after the spacer, right, and the motor, okay, I will try to screw one hole at a time. So that means after I align the holes, I will push in one bolt to the spacer and to the motor, and I will do the counterclockwise motion first. That means I unscrew, and I hear a click, and I screw. Okay, I screw it in. Okay, so maybe if you have more difficulties, right, perhaps you can ask your parents to help you out on this part. I need further details from you, like for instance, some videos and some photos. Okay, in the meantime, let's come back to here. Okay, I'm going to teach you some very boring but important theory. Okay, so please don't fall asleep, yeah? Okay, now let's do a short experiment. Now, I'm going to use my hand right here. Okay, I'm going to use my hand up here. So how does the propeller work is actually, we're going to learn something called the Bernoulli principle. Okay, Bernoulli's principle. Okay. So when the propeller is at this direction, right? So maybe I should share my screen and I draw it out for you guys, okay? Draw it out for you guys. Okay, so what I meant was when how a propeller is actually done is through this. This is how a typical wing or a propeller is made, shaped like this. So a simple thing. Now, imagine if this part is flat and this part is a big curve. So we know that this part over here is going to be longer if you stretch it out. You stretch it out. Okay, it's gonna be longer. And this part is just very short. Okay, this part is just going to be very, very short. So Bernoulli's principle tells us that when the air passes through like this, but at the same time, the air passes through so much length, compared to this one, it's like a little bit of length. So what I'm trying to say, which is when the wind passes this part, 10 cm, let's say, but the wind passes this through, pass through this part is 15 cm. So that means 1 second, 1 second is here. From here to here, 1 second. 1 second, I travel 10 cm. 1 second, I travel 15 cm. So this wind, A and B, A will definitely be faster because he used 1 second to travel 15 cm. That means faster, right? So Bernoulli's principle tells us that at a point where you have a higher velocity, right? Higher velocity, you're gonna have a lower pressure. Okay? At a region that travels slower, you're gonna have higher pressure. So the balance of nature, high pressure region will always go to a lower pressure region. That's how pressure works. So how does it mean? What do you mean? Okay, see here, you go to shopping mall, right? When you enter the shopping mall, the wind suddenly blow very strongly from outside into the shopping mall. The wind rushes into the door. It's because of difference of pressure. Okay, so that's how a typical wing works. But an easier way for you to understand, which is thrust, slightly different than Bernoulli's principle. Okay, let's see. the wind is like this. Now, if I blow the wind this direction, it will bounce back. It will bounce downwards like this. Bounce downwards, right? It will bounce downwards like that. So how do you make this experiment? Let's go back to me, yeah? Okay. You can see me, right? Let's go back to here. So look at my hand, Look at my hand. Okay. I do this. Then the wind travel. Then you go down. So all I need to do is I take a flat piece of paper. Flat piece of paper. Okay. I bend it. I blow. And you can see, you can feel some of the wind passes downward. Now this is thrust. It's deflecting air downwards. Then you must be asking, what is Bernoulli's principle? Just now I said that higher velocity region, that means the faster region, will have lower pressure, and slower speed will have higher pressure. So the high pressure will want to travel to lower pressure region. So okay, if I blow from the bottom, the paper will go straight, right? Okay. So that means if I blow on the top, nothing should happen, right? Check this out. Watch again. I blow from the top, fingers holding perfectly like that. You can try this experiment. So this is what we call Bernoulli's principle. Okay, I think your drone you haven't unplugged, so it didn't sense anything. Hang Yi, it didn't sense anything from you. That's why it's telling you that, hey, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Okay, so you want to unplug your drone first. Okay, unplug your drone first. And power down your transmitter. Else your transmitter will also be unplug the drone first, only then the transmitter. But when you want to fly the drone, it's reverse. You turn on the transmitter first, only then you turn on the drone. Okay, so how do you know the propeller is the right direction? Because propeller spins, right? So let's take a closer look. Okay, how about this one? I change another one. Like that. So you see this blade over here? So if the wind travel here, like that, it will bounce the wind downwards, thus generating thrust. And if you carefully look at how the blades are made, right? You see the top here, the top region is curved, larger distance. The bottom is flat, smaller distance. Then that's where you have a pressure difference. So it has both things. Thrust, which is this guy, thrust downwards. And you have Bernoulli's principle, difference of pressure, pulling it up. Okay? So that's how the drone flies. Now, how do you check which direction is correct? So you look at the propeller, right? Okay? You see, like it's like a lift. So the blunt region, here is sharp, here is very sharp, so be careful, okay? So this part is the entry point, the front entry point. Not like that, no, like that. Not correct already. See? Because the blade should curve, curve like that. If it's like that, wrong already. You see? If it's like that, wrong already. It should be curved. So you check a propeller. See? Curve. See curve? Curve. Okay, it's curve. Okay. The curve region up. Okay. And the wing like that. Okay, so now we know that the propeller will move direct like that. Okay, so that means when the propeller is spinning this direction, okay, motor is spinning this direction, okay, the curved part facing away from you. Okay, spinning, the air is blowing towards me. Air is blowing towards me. Again. Here, the curved part on top facing away from me. So it's spinning this direction. See, the blunt edges will be pushing this direction like that. And the wind is blowing towards me. That means like that. The wind is now blowing like that. downward and spinning like this. Okay, so you see two propellers. Two propellers now. The curvy part now faces me. Curvy, no, curvy part away from me. Curvy part. The curvy part away from me. So two propellers. Same color, two propellers. But see, it's not the same, right? See, not the same. This one spins like that. This one spins like that. So you can understand how already. Spins like that. Okay, curvy part away from me. Spins like that. Curvy part, you're looking at the curvy part. And it spins like that. The thrust, the air is blowing towards me. Okay? So this direction. Spinning this direction. Let's take a look at the slides. Okay? Let's take a look at the slides. Okay. Now, see? Curvy part. See, curvy part is on top. Curvy part is on top. Okay? So, the next slide. See, curvy part on top. Then the tail is here. It's spinning this direction. So find this propeller. Find this propeller, pink color one. Curvy part facing on top. Curvy part facing on top. The tail is here. Direction spinning like that. Then I want you to place this propeller, the same exact propeller, on the top left corner. Top left corner. Then another pink one on the right top corner on your tray. Place it on your tray. Okay. Then for the next one, which is the black color one. Okay. So you see, curve face, and a tail, and the spinning this direction. Okay. Here, spinning this direction. Spinning this direction. Okay. So another quick tip, which is this propeller and this propeller is actually the same propeller. Same one, same, you see? The leaf, same one, you know. It's the same. But different color only. Different color. Okay? Same propeller. Same propeller. Red and red, blue and blue. See? Okay? Same propeller. Just different color. Understand? Okay. I want you to be very careful. Don't fix wrongly, okay? Please don't fix wrongly. Don't fix wrongly, okay? Okay. Great. Alright. So this is how we gonna fix the propeller on top of your drone. Remember which one is the front? These two holes is the front. I want you to place the pink one here, but make sure the direction is correct. The leaf, okay, the leaf like that. Curvy side facing you. You're looking from the top, right? Like that. Okay. Now back to my hands, which is here. You can see my hands, right? Okay. My hands. So this part. Drone. This one facing front. And this propeller. See the leaf, the curvy facing me, curvy side facing me. Okay, like this. And I carefully, here I use my finger. I hold the motor. I carefully like that. Hold this propeller. Curvy side facing top. Curvy side facing top. And I twist it in while I'm pushing it in. Okay. After that, I use my knuckle here. I use here. Okay. Careful. I use here. I push. I place it on top of this center part. See this one. This part, I place it on the center of here like that. Use my thumb, the knuckle here, and I hold like that. See, show you like that. Okay, and like this. Hold two hands like that, and I press it in. press it in. Okay, if it's too tight, you see, press in already, click. If it's too tight, get your parents to help you. Okay, if it's too tight, get your parents to help you. Now the next propeller, the pink color one, make sure it's correct. You know, must check. Okay, must check. Make sure it's correct. Okay, the curvy part facing up, then the leaf is like that. See, the leaf is like that. Make sure it's correct. Refer to the slides. Be very, very careful. Once you push it in, it's very difficult to take out, so cannot make mistake. Okay, and same thing. Okay, I slowly twist it in a bit and put my knuckle here. Okay, this part, and I put my thumb like that, and I squeeze it in. I squeeze it in like that. Okay, so it should be spinning like this. Should be spinning like this. Then you can check. You can check. You spin already. The wind go here. It will go down or not, like inwards. If it's correct, then it's correct already. Okay. Last two parts. Last two propellers. Okay. Last two propellers. So I said that this diagonally is the same. Right. So you check. Which propeller looks the same. You check which propeller looks the same. So this black color one, curvy facing you. Curvy facing you. Does these two propeller look the same? Exactly the same, right? Exactly the same one. Where diagonal here. Exactly the same diagonally here. Okay, diagonal here. And same thing. I'm gonna hold the motor, twist a bit, twist while I'm pushing inside. Twist until it stay a bit already. Place my knuckle on top of here. Okay, top of here, and place my thumb at the bottom. Use another pair of hands and just clip it in. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Clip it in. Ask your parents to help you if you can. Okay. Okay, so this part as well. Slowly, curvy facing up. Remember, curvy facing up. Okay, twist until you got it inside like halfway already. Got it inside halfway already, like that. Then use your knuckle, place here, your thumb, and clip it in like that. Yeah, and we're done. And we are done. Like that. Okay, next part. You want your drone to be balanced. So just now, remember, we place our battery like this, okay? Because it's easier for us to plug in, right? Easier to plug in. Now, after, okay, should the blade touch the motor? Oh, do you mean like, okay, I don't know if I can see it. You mean something like this? Do you mean that whether this plastic should touch the motor? Is that what you mean? Yeah. You can, it's best. So that the frame will protect the propeller, and it will protect you from being cut by the propeller as well. Okay, make sure check properly, okay, must check properly with the slides. Make sure the propellers are the right one. Okay, if you're not sure, if you're scared, you try to get your parents to help this part. Okay, make sure that's correct, because once you do it wrongly already, it's going to be very, very difficult to take out the propeller. It's going to be very difficult. Okay, all right. Okay, so now the battery, yay. After you plug in your battery, okay, I want you to push the battery back to the center so that it's balanced. Okay, push the battery back to the center like that. Okay, must be balanced, or else your drone will be, from the front too heavy, so must be balanced. Okay, I push it back first. I push it back to here is because it's easier for me to plug in the cable. Okay. At this part, this is actually the last part already. Okay, don't plug in your drone first. Okay, don't plug in your drone. Don't fly the drone yet. Don't fly the drone. I repeat, don't fly the drone. Okay, I proceed to the safety part first. Okay, I'm gonna look at my slides. Okay. Just now no sound. Okay, we are almost there. We've done this part already. Congratulations. Okay, this is the final check. Make sure your propellers are spinning this way. The leaf is like that. curvy facing you. Okay, curvy facing you. Okay, so make sure it's like this, check, triple check, okay. We are almost there, okay? We are almost there. Okay, I'm gonna teach you some basic drone flight tutorial. Turn off your transmitter first. Turn off. Okay, turn off already. I want you to hold your transmitter like a Game Boy, putting two thumbs. See, like this boy, you see, like this boy, putting two thumbs on the throttle stick, on the stick. Okay, putting two thumbs like that. Okay, now, okay, how to pitch forward? That means, you see, this is the front of your drone. Okay, your drone got two dots lah. Your drone got two dots. Okay, your drone have these two dots. Okay, the two holes are. Okay, so how do you make your drone go forward? Okay, simple. Your right hand side throttle push forward. This is what we call pitch. Okay, pitch forward, then go back one is pitch backwards. Then your drone will go behind. Okay. Okay, next part. How do you roll left? Roll, not twist, not twist, okay. Roll, that means your drone go sideways, like that. How do you go sideways? So this is what we call roll left. Your transmitter, right throttle stick, go towards the left hand side. Push your right throttle stick left. Okay, and how to go right? Same thing, just go right now. Okay. Okay, then how to make your drone fly up and down? Your left throttle stick, push up, your drone will go up. You let go, that means you push down, you push down your left throttle stick, then your drone will come down. Okay. Okay, a good piece of advice, be very gentle. Like you want to push in slowly. Don't straight away, pew. Okay, just go very, very slowly. Then when you fly already, right, don't panic, don't suddenly turn off, else your drone will drop very, very strongly, very hard. So just go down a little. Okay, be very gentle. Okay, gentle, okay. Then how to twist? Same, left throttle stick, turn right, then it will rotate right. And same thing, if you want to rotate left, turn your throttle stick left hand side. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Okay. Check your transmitter. See, all the switch must be switched upwards, and your throttle must be downwards. Okay, must be downwards. And after that, only then you turn on your transmitter. Okay, if your switch are not switched to the original position like this, an error will occur. An error will happen. Okay, and just like I teach you already, right? If error happens, just push all the switch up and down. So you see, this one, what is wrong is actually this one. The throttle not downwards, and also the switch is not upwards. That's why the transmitter cannot turn on. See, warning, place all the switch. See, warning, place all the switch back to the up position and lower the throttle. Okay. Okay. See, like that. Okay, I want you to next part. Okay, you install the. Okay, wait, we skip this part first. Don't install the battery because I have something important to tell you. Very, very important, right? Okay, very important. You don't want to give someone a free haircut, right? You don't want to cut yourself botak, so you have to make sure that you pay attention to these important notes. Okay, always turn on the transmitter first. Okay, must turn on transmitter first. Then only you power the drone. Understand? Very important. Else your drone will tell you bye-bye. Okay, you'll fly away. So be careful. Okay, always fly in an object-free environment that is free from strong winds. No strong winds. Okay, don't turn on the fan Don't turn on the aircon. Okay? Okay, maybe aircon can lah, but just don't fly close to the aircon, okay? Don't turn on the fan. Then don't fly outdoors. The wind too strong, you carry your drone away. Okay? I would recommend you to fly in a sheltered area, something like an indoor area, but open space lah, maybe like a not basketball court, like badminton court, indoor one, or your living room. Okay, your living room. Don't crash on the TV. Turn off the fan first. Okay? Okay, fly in a sheltered room. And don't fly your drone too high. Okay? Don't fly your drone too high. Fly around the height of your head. Okay? Don't go over there. Okay? Practice fly up and down first. Don't go front back. Practice fly up and down first. Okay? Don't touch the spinning propellers, please. Okay? It will cause very severe injuries. Okay? If anything happens, must disarm the drone first. You know which one is a disarm, right? Disarm switch is this one. This one. Okay? Disarm it first. Okay? Make sure disarm it first. Okay? Do not puncture or cut the LiPo battery or it will explode. Okay? I think my spelling wrong already. Explosion. Oh my gosh. I'll correct it. Okay, don't cut the battery. Please don't cut the wires. Don't cut the battery. Don't poke the battery. Very, very dangerous. Okay, very, very dangerous. Okay, next thing. Parameter check. A lot of people crash their drone because they don't check this. Parameter check. And what is parameter check? Place the drone on the flat ground. Keep a distance. See? A distance. Put the drone far away. Okay? Always check your surrounding. Look around. See, got anything to be careful of? Got glass, got vase, got people, got fan. Don't fly near to that. Check first. Okay, check. Make sure, check, Okay, this way you will minimize the chance of not knowing what you might hit. If you don't look around, you don't know what you're going to hit next, right? So look around first before you fly your drone. Okay? Okay. Best way to hold the transmitter for beginners, like this. Thumb and your thumb on the throttle stick, and this one right here. This one is arm and disarm. Okay, understand? Yeah. Okay. Do not turn off your transmitter before turning off your drone. So turn off your drone first, then turn off your transmitter. Okay. I always tell my students, an accident can be saved with a flick upwards. Upwards. Okay, not downwards. Not downwards. Upwards. Okay, with a flick upwards. Flick outwards. Okay. Downwards one is because of this one. Accident happen. Push this down. Push your throttle down. Okay. Accident happen. Push your throttle down. Or if you panic, just disarm. Okay. If you panic, disarm. Okay. Congrats. Yay! You've made it so far already. Okay. Before I end this session, I show you a little bit of things first. Okay, back to my hands. So what I'm trying to say, which is after you turn on your transmitter first. Okay, turn on transmitter first. Okay, turn on transmitter first. Then only then you plug on your drone. Okay, don't plug on first. I'm just showing you. Don't plug on first. Okay, I am just showing you. Just don't plug on. Okay, after you plug on already, turn on your transmitter first. Plug on the drone. Put it nicely at the floor. Only then you fly. Okay, why not now? Let's take a quick short demo. A very, very short demo, yeah? Okay. Okay, let's go to a quick short demo. Okay, I have my assistant here, June. It's gonna help me out. Okay. So let's go to a open space. Let's go to a open space. Okay, let's go to a open space. Don't turn on the fan. Don't turn on the fan. Okay, open space must be open area. Okay, first part that I do is that you got fingernails. Oh, turn off. Yeah, okay. So first part that you do, make sure all the switch upwards. Okay, okay. Make sure all the switch upwards, then the throttle downwards, and you turn on your drone. Turn on your transmitter. Turn on your transmitter. Sorry. Okay. And the next thing, okay, carefully put your transmitter at a safe place. The next thing you want to do is you put in your battery already. Turn on your drone like that. Then push the battery back to the center carefully. Push it back to the center like that so that it's balanced. Okay, now the next part. The next part you want to do is you want to carefully, okay, make sure free, make sure there's nothing, okay. This is facing front, okay, facing front. Always put like this. Let's say you're standing here. Always put like this. The front is in front of you, like that, okay. Align together with your direction, like that, okay. So make sure carefully place like that. Okay, so after that, you take your transmitter. Okay, make sure all down on this one. You take your transmitter and you press arm. Okay, arm, and you carefully, a little bit, throttle up. Then you see, can fly already. See? Okay. And when you want to land, be very careful. Land slowly. You see my hand? My hands are very, very gentle. See? Hands are very gentle. And when you want to land, you just slowly put down. And disarm. Always disarm. And the next thing, if you're not flying anymore, you want to take your drone and you want to unplug the battery. One side will do. Unplug one battery. And the next thing is to turn off the transmitter. Okay? Can understand? Okay, so hi, back to me. Yay. Okay, it's gonna take a lot of practice for you to fly your drone, so it's okay. I want you to be a little bit patient. Okay? And after you finish building your drone, make sure the remaining screws, right? I want you to pack it inside the plastic. Don't throw away the plastic, okay? Pack the plastic nicely and put it inside this largest bag. And I want you to wrap it, okay? So something like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, you keep all the, let's say, put all the screws inside. Okay, put all the screws inside. Make sure, okay, zip it, and take all the bags. Place it in the larger bag, like that. And I want you to fold it into a smaller bag, and use this and put it inside, like that. Okay, put it inside already, and keep it inside the container, the largest container. Okay, and this one also put nicely. Okay, keep everything nicely. The tools you want to keep inside here as well. Okay, like how you initially packed it. Okay. Okay, so the session is about to end. So far, how do you guys feel about this session? Do you guys, if you guys have any questions, you can actually let me know. Let us know. We will try to assist you as much as possible. So I would like to thank you, Amira and June, and everyone inside here for joining this session. So if you guys have further questions, do let me know, please. Okay, and you can post the questions up on Padlet, and I will pass back to Amira, and we shall take a quick group photo. Okay?